Hey, what's happening, everybody? So, in 2021, we saw almost $3 billion be taken from the wallets of crypto investors. And this is something we've always battled with new technology, especially with the age of the internet, right? Some type of identity theft online has been happening for a long, long time. And the same thing happens here in cryptocurrency. Now, we do have new technologies that are out to combat some of this. And there are various projects out there who are also working on making DeFi a safe place again, or at least limiting the amount of money taken from good people trying to invest their hard earned money. This particular project that I'm going to talk about in this video is doing just that. And I'm going to show you how they're doing it in a unique way as well. And they have a liquidity locker. We're going to get into more details about that and what it means and what they're doing to make DeFi a safer place. They are also a registered LLC in the state of California. We're going to jump into that a little bit as well. To be completely transparent, this is a sponsored video by Shikage, and that's what we're going to talk about today, what they're doing, because they need to get the word out, because I really, really believe in what they're doing here and trying to make DeFi a safer place. They are a very new token, so always invest. Do your due diligence before you invest, rather. Be very, very careful jumping in at various times. Listen, I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you when to buy and what to do. You've got to make those decisions. All I'm trying to do is provide you with some perspectives on possibilities out there that you can, look into. So, with that being said, I encourage you to do your own due diligence here after this video if you're interested in what Shikage is working on. And then, of course, I'll show you how you can invest if you so choose to do so. And let's jump into it. So, here we go. I'm going to take you over their website first. We'll start over there. So this is that number that I was telling you about. Scammers pulled 2.8 billion in 2021. With the growing success of DeFi, we are seeing more and more scammers operating in the crypto space. They are getting very, very good at what they do. Even though it's bullshit what they do, but they're getting very good at it, unfortunately. Shikage was born in response to the overwhelming amount of people, including ourselves, who have fallen victim to the rising number of rug pulls, right? I'm sure everybody watching this stream right now, in some way, shape, or form, has been impacted by one of these rug pulls. Now, Shikage itself is an ERC20 token that is aiming to bring Seifu back to ETH by creating its first anti-rug liquidity pool token to ever exist in the crypto space. Now, they're striving to create, that keeps going on me, an environment where projects must be vetted and validated if the project's team are engaging in questionable practices. So, furthermore, they are a registered LLC in the state of California. That got done on January 25th, 2022. Credibility plays a key role. There we go. In creating and maintaining any business. Businesses that form LLCs gain a level of consumer trust and credibility. There's no question. Now, this is where their utility comes in. They've got something called the cage lock. So essentially, there's a cooldown period. The cage lock is the first LP locker to introduce a cooldown period to minimize rug pulls. Now, you can read more by going to the cage lock link here. This will take you over to another tab here, and you can see exactly what this looks like. Now, you can extend your cage locks interface in the liquidity lock period also using this tab. So you can set the time period that you want to lock the liquidity. The cage lock supports all types of tokens, including rebase tokens. Liquidity tax is locked directly. Total supply here and circulating supply, you can see there is a high tax period as well. So here's the reason why they do this. Now, Shikage has a 25% sell tax during the first 72 hours of becoming a holder. Well, why would they do that? Well, it's the first 72 hours for a reason. Inspired by some ETH tokens that implemented a high 24-hour tax, Shikage's high sell tax will encourage holding and allow the token to build a strong liquidity. Because essentially what people do is they get in that first 24 hours, maybe even less than, they pump it up, right? It pumps up and then they just dump it all. This combats that because they have to hold, essentially, they're not required to, but they're incentivized to hold, or else they're going to pay a huge, huge tax. Okay. So, very interesting here in kind of what their thinking is behind this. Coming soon, they've got the Shikage NFTs. A lot of people getting into NFTs, and why the heck not, right? It's a huge, huge budding industry. Jake Gagan has also covered them. He says Shikage is the first anti-rug liquidity pool locker he's ever seen in DeFi. Of course, there are other projects out there working to combat rug pulls, combat scammers, right? TARP on the Binance Smart Chain. But now we've got Shikage here on the Ethereum Smart Chain, on the Ethereum blockchain, rather. Even Adam Shelton says, I like what Shikage is trying to do. This is something that we definitely need in the DeFi space. Shikage has only been out for a week and they are making some noise. Said that in late January. They are certainly making some noise. And we're going to take you over to some price action here. They are up 66% here in the last 24 hours. Let's go over to DEX Tools and we get a better idea of what's going on here. So let me go to DEX Tools here and we'll type in Shikage and take a look at what's happening over here. If my DEX Tools tab wants to load, there we go. All right, here we go. Shikage, and you get a better idea of what they're doing here over the past few days. Let's see, Shikage. There it is, and we can see here I've got the daily chart up, and some great price action. So here you go. This is over the past few days. We saw some consolidation here late January, and then yesterday had a big pop in the price here. Today it's dialing back a little bit, but here's a 7 ETH buy, a 1 ETH buy. People are still jumping in. Less than 1,000 holders here, guys. Still less than 1,000 holders. So certainly you are early. It is less than a month old. But again, always do your own due diligence. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. And this is just the beginning of what they're doing. I encourage you to go over and read the white paper. Do your homework on this always before investing. I myself am in the project. I did get in a couple weeks ago. My Patreon members always know early when I'm getting into projects. If you want to know as well, this link is down below in the description. Buy and sell trade alerts each and every time I enter and exit a trade. Come on over and join us. Great day to do so too, because it's the first of the month. You're going to get a first full month worth of Discord access and Patreon access. You could decide if you like it or not, re-up for next month, or cancel it anytime. Totally up to you. Come on over and check it out. Link down below. Thanks so much. And again, this is Shikage. Check it out for yourself. Love to hear from you down below. Thanks.